The Abraham Accords, signed in 2020 under the Trump administration, were hailed by Washington as a historic peace deal between Israel and several Arab states, including the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan. But what exactly are these accords? And why does Pakistan, one of the most important Muslim-majority countries, refuse to recognize Israel despite growing international pressure? At its core, the Abraham Accords were not about resolving the Palestinian issue. They bypassed the central demand of the Muslim world, a free and sovereign Palestine with East Jerusalem as its capital. Instead, the accords normalized relations between Israel and select Arab states, focusing on economic cooperation, defense deals, and technology exchange. Supporters in the West call it peace through prosperity. Critics, however, argue it is a strategy to legitimize Israel's occupation and weaken collective Muslim resistance by dividing Arab and Islamic solidarity. Israel's goals were clear: break its regional isolation, gain open diplomatic and economic ties with Gulf countries, and secure strategic alliances against Iran. The US too had its interests countering China's growing influence in the Middle East, selling billions of dollars in weapons, and ensuring Israel's security as the cornerstone of its regional policy. Now, where does Pakistan stand? From day one, Pakistani's position has been consistent. No recognition of Israel until a just settlement of the Palestinian question is achieved. Successive Pakistani leaders, from Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah to modern governments, have upheld this stance. The two-state solution, based on the 1967 borders, remains Pakistan's official line. In fact, when the Abraham Accords were announced, Pakistan firmly rejected joining the initiative. Prime Minister Imran Khan stated clearly, "Our stance is clear. Unless Palestine gets its rights and freedom, Pakistan will not recognize Israel." Even in recent years, as some Arab nations push toward normalization, Pakistan's military and political leadership have stood united in rejecting any backdoor recognition. This is not just ideology, it is deeply connected to Pakistan's identity and public sentiment. The people of Pakistan see Palestine as a mirror of their own struggle against injustice. Support for Palestinians cuts across political and religious lines, normalizing ties with Israel, while Gaza remains under blockade and children suffer, would be seen as betrayal. Furthermore, Pakistan also considers the geopolitical consequences. Aligning with Israel under US pressure would strain relations with Iran and Turkey, two important regional allies. It would also weaken Pakistan's standing within the wider Muslim Ummah, particularly at a time when the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC) is already criticized for failing to act decisively on Palestine. The Abraham Accords, then, are not simply about peace, they are about power, alliances, and strategy. For Israel, they are a diplomatic victory. For the US, they are a tool of influence. But for Palestinians, they represent abandonment, and for Pakistan, they remain unacceptable so long as Israel continues its occupation and denies the Palestinian people their right to statehood. In the end, Pakistan's voice echoes the principle of justice: no compromise without freedom for Palestine. For better info, stay with us, like, share, and subscribe to Global Worldview.